3, 2, 1.
There we-
Oh shit.
There we go. Live.
Hey, all you nerds. We're
Hey.
back again this week with our cursed content.
Wait, our content isn't cursed?
No, with our cursed content.
I know. I mean, that is fair. It's mostly cursed. Sometimes cursed. Hang on. On a scale of Brook to Alena, how cursed are you?
Kenneth.
Yeah, that's second.
It's like I'm cursed, but I can deal with it. Because it's called anxiety.
Hey, ain't that a
Honestly, it's weird. Their curses actually line up. Alena's would probably be linked to depression. Kenneth's would be linked to anxiety. And then I don't know about the rest of the
What are we
party.
talking about?
How cursed Calamus is. But then I'm like, okay.
Very.
Kenneth's curse actually relates a lot with anxiety, and I could see Alena's linking to depression, so... If you're depressed, you're a werewolf. If you're anxiety-ridden, you're a kenku that constantly dies and comes back.
No wonder why I'm a furry. This explains a lot. This explains everything.
No wonder I'm obsessed with Tokiyama from My Hero.
I mean, yeah, okay, yeah, I can't say anything against that.
Also, you have D&D under Dark Souls right now.
Why does I forget to change that? I'm a dumbass. I thought I have everything.
We already know.
I was like, I have everything ready. I'm prepared. I'm not. I'm never prepared.
Welcome to life.
I think I have everything prepared, and then I forget something. There you go. All fixed. So
tell me if you guys can ever hear my background.
Will do. And there we go. I just changed the stream title. God damn it. Okay, anyway. So recap. So we didn't play last week because a few of us were busy, so we had to cancel, which is completely fine. It happens. Some of us were really tired. Some of us, I think, were just busy, so we just took a break. But the week before that, when we did actually play, well, firstly, Brook, Boui, and Kenneth got drunk for the most part. They all had some lovely drinks. Most of them got either really drunk or somewhat drunk. And then during all of that, a lovely door appeared. They didn't know what the fuck it was. Poked around, opened it, exploded the petals. A little bit of a fey door. Just a slight bit of the fey fucking around a little bit with the door. And then I don't remember what they did after that, but I think they vibed and did something else. And later that evening, they also went out to go training. And trained a little bit at training grounds or something. While that was going on...
We also discovered the man of many riddles.
Yes, that is true. While that was going on, Alena was walking around town, kind of looking for Darius after Boui told her to go look for him after she was leaving. During all of that, she was on a walk in the little woodland area and ran into some Fader as well. Instantly knew what it was, and just avoided it. And then these little fey creatures came along and kind of dragged her off into an area of the woods that was very pretty, almost flooded. And there was a bunch of rocks, different symbols, and she recognized at least one of them, which was Sylvanas, and made a little prayer before heading off her way, and the place seemed to just vanish behind her. Almost like it was never there. And she was back onto the trail that she was on. while walking, she ran into Darius, who was also in that woodland, and those two kind of at first were kind of just like, oh, hey, didn't expect to see you here kind of situation. And then she very quickly kind of broke down crying after he noticed something was wrong. And pretty much just spilt a lot out, and it was just a little bit of an emotional time for I think the both of them. And then she went and took a rest. He walked away and left her be, but stayed close by, without her knowledge. And then she woke up just before the sun had fully set, took a potion, and now the full moon has arrived, but she is not going to turn into a werewolf. I think that about sums it up best I could. I sound really dead inside saying that. I swear I'm not that dead inside.
It's not completely important, but Boui and Brook had a bit of a sparring match back and forth for a bit with Kenneth watching. But yeah, that's basically what happened last time we played. So I'll ask the same thing I ask every time. Which one of you want to start? Which group should we start with? The three
It's not that funny.
the three weirdos or the other two?
The other two.
What's up,
If
Verb?
I recall correctly, JT wants us to start out because, weird things. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well,
The weirdos were last at the sparring camp, so if you want to throw us in the ringer again.
okay. Hang on. Yeah. So we'll start with the three of you guys. Initially, you guys are still at the training camp outside of the inn, and the sun has just set.
Well, I'm logging into my character sheet, so Kenneth's not doing anything. He's just a loading sign.
Mood. What time is it?
The sun just set.
Sun just set.
Sundown.
Yep. And Brooke's gonna look at the sky. What does the moon look like?
It's full.
Yep. I already knew that. How do I ask that question?
Just have to prove that we all share one brain cell.
Yep. I do not have the brain cell today, guys. I'm sorry. I kind of turn to the others and go, guys?
What is it?
She points up to the sky.
Well, better start searching for them then. Gotta make sure.
And
people are
Kenneth
right
just
and stuff.
spawned in.
Nice. I don't know. Maybe it might not be the best to actually look for her. She's generally not the most well, and she likes staying by herself.
It's best to know where she is, or at least a general location of where she is.
Yeah, you got a point there.
But since Darius is out there and he's taking first watch, might as well just wait for a bit, I guess.
Yeah, sounds pretty good to me.
Kenneth's gonna pick up a random stick, touch the top of it, stay sight to have it cast a light, and he's just gonna walk over. Should we head back to the inn?
Okay.
Eat?
So before you that's a spell, right?
It's a cantrip.
Okay. Well, I'll let you do whatever. But just so you guys know, the moon is full tonight, so it is a brighter night. The lights aren't really needed as much, but if you want to use it, then go ahead.
I'm just gonna use it to add flare.
Yep.
Because remember, Darius swears by fire. Kenneth's just like non-heat light. Anyway.
Maybe that was just for the time being, I guess. Anyway, so I'll probably just go back to the inn. If you guys want to search for them, you can.
No, I'm going back to the inn. I might have won, but you kicked me ass.
Woohoo.
I need to sleep.
Kick your ass twice.
Shut up.
You guys could go sleep and I could wait at the inn, like, downstairs. Well, it's like just to make sure that they eventually come back, if you want me to.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's best that I rest up now because I'm taking second watch.
That sounds pretty good.
You want me to wake you when they get here? Get there?
Maybe. I'm not so sure, but yeah. I'm pretty sure Darius would wake me up whenever.
Okay, I could do that.
Alright, as you guys begin walking, I want all of you to make perception, please. Or the three of you.
What'd you say, Peach?
Perception.
What?
We're off to a great start, everyone. First roll of the night is a nat 1.
What?
You also rolled 1d10.
Oh, I did. Can I re-roll that? I'm fucked up.
Yes, you can re-roll it.
Kit, you had one job. Kit, you had one job. One job. How long have you been playing D&D for? How long have you been playing D&D?
Shut up! Shut up!
Alright, 14
Jessica.
and 22.
I need Kenneth to make a dex save.
Oh no.
What is my deck? It is
I heard
skill
dick.
and saves plus. Yeah, I realized that. I'm eating pretzels. Plus 7. 12?
Well, you guys have your moment and you're talking about your plans and you all turn, go back towards the inn.
Do I run into the door?
Boui and Brook, you both are able to see out of the corner of your eyes. You're turning around, you'll miss it. Kenneth, on the other hand, is not paying attention at all and runs smack into a door. And the moment you make contact with this door, all around you hear a whole bunch of just like what sounds like children giggling at you. And then the door explodes once again and petals rain down upon you. And any of the people that were nearby that was watching the other two spar, they all just start cackling. They find this also hilarious.
Kenneth is just glaring, knowing there's nothing he can do, and he doesn't want to set the place on fire. So he's just absolutely pissed, not saying a word before he brushes himself off and just keeps on walking. Like, not even looking back at the other two, being like, if I just ignore what just happened, I could kill them later.
Brook is quietly chuckling.
Come on, Kenneth. Save your energy for people who you can actually kill.
He just doesn't respond and just walks to the inn without them.
He gets hit by another door.
I'm chewing. Okay. Roll more perception, the three of you.
No! No! No!
You know what? I need to have fun right now. All of you make dex saves. This is
15.
making me feel better.
I just rolled 2 11s in a row.
All right, Kenneth, you've learned from your mistake. You don't walk into the door. The other two walk into the door.
Question.
And just like last time, the door explodes.
Kind of seeing this, just
Hang on,
turns
hang on.
and points. Oh,
What were you saying, Burb?
I was wondering if the door stayed there. But
No,
never
the
mind.
moment you make contact with it, you hear giggling and petals rain down upon you.
Brooke kind of rubs her head a little bit. Very funny, guys. Very
Alright, what were you
funny.
saying, Jess?
one moment. Kenneth's just gonna turn and look at them and just laugh and be like, "Ha! It's not me anymore."
Hey, guess what, Kenneth?
Hmm.
Remember that bottle of alcohol that you and Brooke drank?
Yes.
I have a torch.
No!
And I have fire spells, and the bottle's on you.
Yeah,
And I'm the one that paid for it!
exactly. Anyways, let's just, go. I'm already pissed off at Faye more than ever now. So, let's just go.
They're just Fae. Pay them a mind.
I don't even know what the hell they are.
You guys make it back to the inn without running into any more doors. However, as you are walking back to the inn, you see a few other people walk into some doors.
Fairly common occurrence, I guess.
Yeah, it's very common here.
I would hate living here.
I would love living here.
Every time
Just
you
make,
see
like-
someone walk into a door, you hear just you hear people, like the people here laughing. You also hear like a different kind of laughter. It's like a lot lighter, almost childlike, except you don't see any children outside. So you can only assume that that sound is the Fae laughing at them. But every other now and then you'll see someone walk into a door, and each door seems to look different.
Oh man, if I actually lived around this area in real life, the forest would become Stardew Valley.
No!
I don't know the reference. Please,
It's an
someone
inside
explain.
joke. It's an inside joke. I'll
It's
explain
very
later.
much an inside joke, yeah.
Okay, I'll just go and stay at the stay location.
Just long story short, crimes against nature.
You guys finally arrive back at the inn. It took you like a whole 1 minute to get over to the front door.
Walking in.
I'm gonna say like halfway through that walk back, Kenneth cast Mage Hand just to have it float in front of him in case any other door decided to pop up. And then once he does enter, he's just gonna take a seat at one of the tables.
Hmm. Well, I'll just be upstairs, I guess.
Same.
Alrighty. This might be a huge risk leaving the bird alone, but I trust that you won't do anything, drastic.
I'm
Look,
fine. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I misunderstood context.
Kenneth's just gonna roll his eyes. I'm not the one who causes it. It just happens to me. Remember when I turned into a fucking snake? That wasn't my doing.
Remember the time where you just stood around and did nothing during the entire shipwreck?
That was a different story.
I mean, it didn't wreck, so I mean, it wasn't a...
It almost did, but oh well. You know what I mean.
That was months ago.
Yes, and I'm still gonna bring it
To be
up.
fair, I've experienced worse.
Hmm.
Plus, you didn't have to get a headbutt from Darius, so he says, like, he adds the fuck you kind of jokingly as he, like, kind of, like, turns to walk away, but not, like, fully walking away, in case they want to say anything before they go back upstairs.
Hmm. But at least you learned your lesson since then, I guess. But, you know, if anything does happen, feel free to warn us.
Trust
Hey.
me, I will.
Righty. Just no loud bangs, just shake my shoulders.
Hey, Jessica,
Do I roll a deck save?
1 or 2? Heads or tails?
2. Tails.
make
Deck save?
make a wisdom save.
What's my wisdom? Saving throws +2. God damn it.
This town is just an entire excuse for Peach to mess with us.
Hey,
19.
you did it! You're not turning into a snake. Congratulations.
Oh!
I need to figure out what the fuck triggers that.
Literally nothing. It's just a random occurrence. I roll a dice. If it's below a certain percentage, I fuck with you.
Okay. Does he feel something though, I'm guessing?
How would I describe this? It's the same thing as last time. Like, you feel like something tugging at you, like, mentally. Like, it's similar to when you talk to Zahor, but not as exhausting.
Mhm.
It takes less energy to feel this. It's like last time that you were turned into a snake, except this time you're able to overpower this feeling, ignore it, and push it away, and nothing happens.
As that is happening, he like freezes for a second and tries he afterwards, since it doesn't happen, he just freezes and then just like looks at his hands for like 5 seconds and like, okay, I'm still a bird.
You get
Before
some
like
weird looks from people.
he really doesn't care as he goes to sit down. Just in the back of his mind, thank fucking gods. Does the fish or the cat notice or make any comment?
Brook just kind of gives him like a weird look, but like, Kenneth.
Boui wants a cat nap immediately, so she just goes straight upstairs.
Yeah, Brook is following shortly after Boui.
Once Kenneth sits down, he's gonna get out his journal and just write.
Okay. Okay, so give me just a second. I have something somewhere. Go ahead and roll me perception really quick. Only Jessica.
8,
What is your passive perception?
20.
20.
Let me double check, and I'm pretty sure it's a pass. Yep. No. Yeah.
Okay. So when you walked into the inn with the others, that you weren't paying attention. But it's not hard to see that there's people sitting in this room here. So when the two leave and you're left alone, you're reading your book, you do look up every now and then just to see who all's in here, as you are looking for Darius and Alena. That's why you're sitting down here. So you do see other people sitting down here with you. Just a few tables over to your right, you do see some people. You see a halfling who has no, not halfling. I'm getting confused. You see a gnome with like cracked gray skin and black hair, and a goblin They don't look abnormal. Honestly, they fit the people in the town. If anything, you're the one that sticks out. No one's paying you any mind, though. However, you are close enough to them that you're able to hear their conversation. And to anyone else listening, they would seem like they're just having normal conversation. And you hear the goblin ask the gnome, "Would you like some carrots?" And in your reputation and your experiences, you understand exactly what he's meaning as you speak the same language he is, and you realize he's asking the goblin if he wants to help with a robbery or a heist.
Starting to hear that conversation going, he's just gonna he's not really gonna change his behavior, but he's just gonna kind of start paying attention more to that conversation just out of curiosity.
Honestly, this is how the conversation goes. They just keep going back and forth. He asks if he wants to help, if he wants to buy some carrots. The man responds with, "Not tonight, busy with family," just things like that. But through their conversation, you hear them talking about just literally what they're talking about. A robbery, a shit like that. And to anyone in the inn, it's not packed, but it's not busy. So, and no one's paying these people any mind. They are having what seems to be a normal conversation about their crops. They're even wearing farmer type clothing, which helps to help them fit in even more. And no one pays them any mind. You continue to hear them talk about the description of the job that they're um wanting to do. They're talking about how there's a city on the coast that has quite a few wealthy people that they're hoping to steal from, as they are wealthy individuals. And that's just how the conversation goes. They talk about times that they have possible guards that they've heard from other people going to the coast, what things they might have that they can take, just things like that. I can hear you talking in your bedroom, but your mic's not picking it up. Rest in peace.
I am going to murder Discord.
There you go. Now you're back.
Oh no, it was ripped just 2000. So, as I was saying, I'm guessing out of context clues, the robbery is going to be at the coast.
Yes.
Have
You were
I-
able to decipher this very easily.
Am I able to decipher if I pass this coast or not?
No, they say the town out loud several times. You have never been to this town before.
May I have the town name just for my own purposes? For notes.
West Gulch.
West Bowl.
West Gulch. WESTGULCH.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And you remember this town as you have been the one to read a lot of the maps and a lot of books about Calamus. West Gulch seems to be on your path once you exit the mountains and are going to the other half of Calamus.
Okie dokie. So, yeah, Kenneth's just gonna keep listening in, but as he's listening in, he's writing this down in his journal so that he could go back to it in case needed.
Here, hold on. I will actually put what I have here down for you. in the notes category. Bunk.
So does the goblin have any discernible features, or no?
He is a goblin. That is his discernible feature. Most of the goblins in this town, they either are all one big family, as a lot of them look the same, or they're just goblins from like the same area but not related.
Okay.
Big floppy ears, big heads, green skin, big eyes, pointy teeth. Some of them are kind of like tusk-like. Maybe they're half orc somewhere in their lineage. As some of their teeth kind of come up and over their upper lip, like an orc does, but not many of them have that feature. You've only seen like a few of them.
Okay. I'm sorry, I just read that my wife makes hose if you need any. And my brain did not realize it's a gardening tool.
You know what? I'm just gonna do this.
No.
It was deserved. Well, I can't believe Discord kicked Jessica again. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I can't believe I even joined back in again.
I know, right? I can't believe.
I know, right?
I can't believe Discord's about to kick Jess out again.
Oh yeah, I can't believe it.
I can't believe Discord actually let me back in, though, because it's been acting up.
All right, what are you doing? Or actually, not hang on. What is the other two doing? The bird and the cat. Not the bird. The fish and the cat.
Well, first we're gonna get drunk, then we're gonna have a pillow fight, then we're gonna sleep, and then we're gonna wake up at 5 a.m.
1 point of exhaustion to both of you. Subtract 1. What's it called? Inspiration point from both of you.
But no.
-1 inspiration point. Specifically to Kit. What are you doing?
Brooke's gonna kind of draw like some doors and like some little just kind of fey laughing. Cause why not?
Bowie's actually going to prepare her sleep. She's gonna take off her, silver headband thing and just start praying before she goes to bed, which is how she usually does things at times.
All right. Kit, say what you were going to do again. I didn't. I zoned out for a second. I was reading chat. You're fine. It was my fault.
Brooke's drawing like some of the doors she saw and like some fey laughing and like just random people running into them.
Oh god.
AKA she's drawing what you drew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It unintentionally came to reality. It was not on purpose. Literally was not. I could have gambled if you were going to pass that check or not. Would have been funny if it happened twice.
I almost did. And I almost turned into a snake.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh.
Mm-hmm. Ouch, damn it. Alright. Lois and JT, are the two of you back?
Yep, I'm here.
Is the JST is here?
No.
No. Me neither, honestly. I'm just a specter.
Honestly, mood. Can I just become a genderless void? That would be fantastic.
Can I just go into the void?
You want
if
to go
I scream loud enough, will the void consume me?
I mean,
I was going to say, can I join you being the void? But after that comment, I don't think I want to be a void.
No, guys. No, guys. Become the new void. There you go.
yes,
Oh, God.
the best void.
I'll just become space. That's
That is
all the genders.
that dog's eyes are so weird.
It's staring into your soul. It
Okay.
wants the treats. Anyway,
Good God. All right. Alena, you have just taken your potion, and Darius is still watching from behind the tree. Like an overprotective person instead of a creep.
but she's gonna after taking a potion. Like I said, she stands up. You know, probably doesn't take after about 5 minutes. She'll stand up and she looks again, very lethargic, pale, sick. Pretty much just like someone who's had an illness for a long time. You know, and they look pretty pale and flushed.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna head out to the little stream river thing that was nearby. Kind of just wash her face a second. Just kind of just wake herself up a little bit before standing up and just again much slower than usual. Because oh boy, this lovely potion includes some side effects may include disadvantage on attack rolls, disadvantage on something, half your movement speed. I need to make that now. God damn it! But anyway, yeah, she will again at half slower movement speed just kind of make sure she's got everything and just start to head her way back. Just kind of taking it slow. Try not to throw up.
All right. Go ahead and roll perception for me.
Oh boy, I'm good at this. And oh yeah, shit, I gotta do disadvantage because 2d because potion 2d20, keep lowest 1. Plus.
And you did the long prefix.
I
can't believe
know, which honestly kind of it worked though because I need to do a disadvantage anyway. Man, my lowest was a 13.
Make a dex save.
Shit, I also have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws now. Oh god. 2d20. Keep lowest 1 plus 8. Hey, my lowest was a 21.
Are you fucking joking?
Nope.
I will succeed in getting all of you. I don't care how long it takes. I will succeed. Before you leave this town, I will get you. All right. Well, despite how sick you're feeling, you're still able to step out of the way, even though you didn't really see it. You just kind of sensed it. You it's getting quiet. They're about to do something, aren't they? And just as that thought is your mind, you step to the right, barely missing the door that they suddenly appeared in front of you.
She's just gonna sigh again, shake her head, kind of just pinch the ridge of her nose, and just go. And I just say in Sylvan because it's probably the language they speak. Being Fae. Please, not tonight. If you want to mess around, do it another night. But I'm really sick tonight. Another day, perhaps.
You hear a few whispers instead of giggles, and nothing happens.
Take a look to the left, take a look to the right. Kind of just shrug, and carry on her way.
You're able to tell the whispers for them. It's like they were commenting back, but you were just talking too quietly for you to hear. Or they're just too small for you to hear.
Yeah. She's looking left around to see if she can see anyone, but any of the Fae, better word for it. But seeing them around as well, see that none of them are nearby that she can actually, say, hey, what the hell did you say to? She's just gonna, not she'll bother, but she's gonna carry on her way.
Alright.
Heading back to the town. Again, I keep repeating it, but slowly.
Okay, I will let the two of you have narrative control at the moment because she would walk by the trees, so I'm not really sure if Darius would say or do anything. I'll let you decide.
He's gonna keep staring like a Michael Myers with the tombstone.
Oh,
Takes a lot of evil to get that thing active. Just silently not saying anything.
Oh, I can't make that sound. Copyright.
And if she doesn't notice any, if she what's my passive?
Hey, what is your passive? You might be able to notice.
21.
Your passive is God.
You would notice.
And is Darius rolling stealth?
Well, I'm not even moving. I'm just
Fair enough. I just want to double check.
dead silent, stock still.
That would be so creepy. Like, you just got up from the ground, you just got almost walking to a door, you're talking to the Fae, and then you turn and you just see him staring from behind a tree. The moonlight just like cascading light on one part of his face, but just black on the other part from the shadows. God.
Actually, now you say
Michael.
that actually
Appropriate sound effect.
Somebody
Michael
draw
Myers.
that.
Michael Myers mode engaged.
you say that, but like she's not paying attention, so when she does probably see, she actually probably will jump out of her skin. Because again, she thinks Darius is gone. She's as far as she's like, oh yeah, he's gone, he's left. I don't know anything, and she'll look over and just see
Totally
that.
not a stalker.
And probably shit herself. So
Well, I'm not hiding. I'm not like behind a tree staring like Michael Myers. I am a backlit wolf, just close enough to keep an eye on her in case something goes wrong.
fair enough.
The sun is shining. The tank is clean. The tank is clean.
You shut the fuck up. You're not allowed to talk. You're muted.
Oh my god, what?
Hearing that from Peach's mic though, that's what.
Yeah,
Oh
because
my-
this bitch just walked out of her bedroom and then it's like started screaming at me. God.
Yeah, she's probably like after a little bit, just kind of realizes, goes, hold up, because for like you know when you like subconsciously know something but you consciously don't, and then you think, wait, when you consciously realize what your subconscious picked up on, and you know with the she was just like take a glance, she'll just look over and just kind of almost kind of like just kind of like take a blink and just like I'm not dreaming. And just go, oh, hey.
You're just gonna calmly nod in acknowledgement to her statement.
She's just gonna kind of just, look over for a moment and then just, oh god, burp, no. And just kind of just like give like a calm nod in return. And just say, I'm heading back to town now, so if you want to come back, you can. If you want to walk back with me, you can. I don't mind. But I'm heading back now.
I think I prefer staying out a little bit longer. I trust you to get back on your own safely. What's the worst that could happen after all?
Famous last words. But yeah, I should be fine. I doubt anything's gonna happen. I mean, even like this, and even as sick as I feel right now. I can't really saying this, but as sick as a dog I am right now, why is that a saying? But I should be fine. It'll just be like this for a few hours and then it should eventually fade, but nothing should come of this. Hopefully. Anyway, you take care of yourself, and if you need anything, I'll probably be at the inn.
Understood.
Can you guys do me a
Have a good
favor?
night. No.
God pops in. Hey, you want to do me a favor, Darius? No.
What have you ever done a
I'm-
favor for me?
Oh my god.
Roll perception, please.
Oh fuck, not again. Disadvantage
What do you
time.
mean that again? What are you talking about? Nothing's wrong.
Boo-hoo, you have to roll with your plus 40 million to perception. You might get, if you roll low, you might get a 25. The humanities.
Right? Fucking right? Lois, you did it wrong again.
I
How
know.
dare you? Oh, wow. Wow. Darius rolled higher. Wow.
Wow, it's like a disadvantage. But I know it's honestly. It's
Wow.
fine.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that makes it fair.
Honestly, it
No, it
does.
makes it
Disadvantage.
fair.
To be honest, disadvantage really isn't that much of a
It's
deal.
not. It's not. Because it's still RNG. You know, you could get lucky and roll two really
Yeah.
high numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the time
It's
like
just
I
sad
rolled
when you roll a nat
2
20 than a nat
20s.
1.
Anyway. Continue, Peach.
All right. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. In the distance, you're not really sure how far away or close it is, as it seems close, but it seems also slightly muffled. You hear screams, like you recognize the sound. It's screamers. But there also seem to be some other type of screams combined with it, like not the same creature, and maybe not even be connected to the screamers. However, it's a muffled sound of someone screaming, and then you also hear howling. As the full moon is out, you can only assume that it could be werewolves, but you're not entirely sure.
Would I be able to tell the difference or no?
No.
Okay. That better not be what I think it is. And if it is, stay safe.
I will. Stay safe yourself. You'd best flee.
She's gonna just again take a glance and give it another nod and a short but warm smile. And she's gonna do her best to pick up the pace as she can and head back, but still kind of like glancing up at the moon and just kind of hearing out and just constantly scanning like around for anything of anything that could be a threat. On her way back.
All right. Just because I know it's getting annoying, I won't make you do the door thing.
It's not getting annoying.
It's getting annoying.
No.
Knock knock. Calamus, who's there? The door. Pin. Lois, you good?
I drank
What
water.
happened?
I drank water right at that moment. That's what
Fonzer,
happened.
are you okay?
It sounded like you were having like some kind of attack. Are you good?
I drank water right at that moment, so it went down the wrong way.
Good lord.
I regret nothing.
Oh fuck, my throat.
Oh well.
Shut up.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry. I apologize. So Alena leaves to go back to the inn.
Yep, she's
Okay.
on her way.
On the road again.
DMCA.
Just can't wait to go home again. to my soft bed. All right. Man, Twitch, fix your shit so I can do that. All right. Okay, I have to turn on the fucking stream. I keep hearing my fucking voice. It's gross. All right. Mr. Darius.
I like this one.
Well, there's DM plot hooks afoot, so I'm sure that plus 2,400 plus 2021 to perception is gone. I'm going towards the screaming.
What?
Or, I'm going towards the screaming. Once Alena's out of plus 20 perception earshot. But first, I'm casting Pass Without a Trace.
Okay. I have a question for the two DMs.
Yes.
If someone wants to go towards a sound, but they don't know entirely if the sound's close or not, what would you have them do to figure out if it was close or not? If there was a way to figure that out.
I'd say a perception check.
Yeah.
Oh, you know everyone's favorite role that I make everyone do a million times in one session?
It's such a common role. It's not even like just you. It's like every DM I think is asking for many perception checks. I think perception, stealth, and maybe investigation are probably like the three most common asked for checks. So you're good.
All right, Darius, do the thing.
Just a moment.
Okay, you're good.
Do the roll. Oh my
I got a
god.
14.
14. I would say that you know like the general direction that the sound came from, which is pretty good, I guess. You can tell that it's probably not the closest to you. It's probably a bit of a walk away if you are still interested in going towards it.
Yeah, I'm totally going for it. I cast a spell, so in for a penny, in for a pound.
Okay. Well, you make your way towards the sound. You are walking through the woods as you do.
I'd like to keep up a brisk walk.
Okay.
Oh, woods aren't my favorite terrain. Never mind, I can't. Never mind, yeah, I'm walking.
Dying JT sounds.
Dear, give me just a second. My laptop is fritzing out. I can't hear anything right now.
Did everyone just die?
No, Peach is just fixing
No.
her mic.
Ah, okay. Anyways, I got coffee. Yay.
Good for you. I'm joking.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Awesome. I tried to join several times and it said no. All right. JT.
Yes.
Hi. How are you today?
Doing okay.
That's good. There's not a D&D session anymore. Just you and me.
What? I'm on 3% on my song on YouTube, so it's overpoweringly loud. There's only two settings: 1%, 2%, or too loud to listen to.
God. Okay, Jessica. Anyway.
It's not my name. Wait. I'm Maguchaya Devyatka.
I don't even want to know.
That's what he just.
Anyway.
That's his username.
Это русская.
Shut the fuck up.
Нет.
He's speaking Russian.
Anyway,
Да.
Perception check. Another one.
21.
Another
Did
one.
you get 21?
Yep, indeed.
Nice. Alright, well, you are walking for a bit. You're not really sure how long you're walking, as it is. The woods here just look the same. It's all very lush, and in the darkness, even with the moonlight, it's pretty lush. Which is again odd, as you already noticed, as you all just left like a more dry field type area, and now you're in like a more lush green forest. But it all seems to melt together for a bit, and you don't really you lose track of time is basically what I'm trying to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth. Eventually you come across it's not really a clearing, but it's like the trees here are a bit more thin. There's like it's easier to walk around in, I guess. It's not a clearing. It's still wooded. It's just easier to move around in. And you realize that you have figured out the source of the screaming. You were correct in your assumption that it was screamers. And it seems that maybe at the back of your head you thought it was something else as well, and you would have been correct if you thought it was werewolves. As you come up onto the scene as a fight between a few werewolves has just finished killing a few screamers. And I say few, I mean there was like a dozen of them. There was no alphas though, just a few smaller ones.
Okay, apparently right control doesn't count as control for push to talk, which is a little bit annoying. Yeah, out of morbid just fascination and horror, I'm just gonna keep on watching, confident in my ability to never be found, considering I've passed without a trace.
They don't really do much. They go around and they make sure that the screamers are dead. They don't. You would think that they would maybe begin eating them, as you know, werewolves and all that shit. However, they do not. They just make sure they're dead, and they just keep going. They don't really. If they noticed you, you don't think you don't. You're pretty confident that they didn't. So you don't really fretting, but they just leave the area. You can see torn clothes on the ground from where they shifted or turned. It's most likely that they turned as they were being attacked by werewolves by the screamers. Some of them are a bit more wounded than the others, but obviously they overpowered the screamers and won the battle. And they're now leaving the area.
Yeah, you better run. I'll frick you up.
Did I say how many werewolves there are? I don't remember if I did or not. Oh my
One.
god.
You said one, and it looked very weak.
No, I didn't.
Yeah?
No, I did not.
Back me up here, stream. Yeah?
No. There's a few. There's not a lot. There's like 3. Most likely, if they don't look very old, you have seen werewolves before, when you, Alena, and Hoot were attacked. But those you could tell were probably older, like adults. These don't seem to be older. Werewolves, maybe teenagers, young adults, as they don't seem to be as large as the other werewolves that you saw. They're either siblings that were just traveling together in the woods past their curfew, or they were just friends out past their curfew.
Well, if there's 3 of them, I'm getting evil like crazy, so I'm just gonna keep on watching, crouch behind the tree where the survivors aren't gonna see me, and outside the
Stop
barrier.
being a stalker!
Oh, Michael Myers mode engaged.
Dude, do you know how much evil it takes to get to tier 3? I'm using Judith's Tombstone and the Fragrant Lock of Hair. I'm probably not even gonna get it till all 5 gens are powered.
God. Give me just a second. My couch is so fucking small. I keep getting not pushed off, not falling off, but I just keep slowly but surely making my way to the edge on accident. Anyway, what was I gonna say? I had a train of thought going. Oh, now I remember. Your friend seems to have been missing you throughout the day, as you were not in town at all during the day, and you notice out of the corner of your eye your little Thunderbird friend flying around seeming to look for you. It's not screech or anything, it's not being very loud, but you do see it flying around.
Well, he's just gonna grit his teeth and remain silent, just not moving until the enemies are out of sight and out of mind.
Alright, you continue to watch the werewolves. If they were leaving before, they seem to have stopped, and you can see that you're able to see and notice now that one of them seems to be a bit more smaller than the other two, and they have begun chasing like these, what are they called? Lightning bugs around the area. Just the other two seemed annoyed that their sibling or friend is playing when they should be moving. However, you do see them the one acting like a child and chasing the bugs around.
Have I tiered up yet?
I don't know, have you?
You tell me, you're the DM. I'm not gonna make rulings for you.
I'm not gonna control your character, that's railroading.
I've been staring at a lot of people. I feel like I'm tier 2, pretty much tier 3 at this rate.
I don't know, why are you staring
this
at
joke,
people, you weirdo?
This joke wasn't funny the first time, and it definitely wasn't funny the umpteenth time, so I'm just not with the Dead by Daylight.
I mean, to be fair, I've been making the same fucking joke with a door. So I think you have a freebie on this one. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Actions affect other people too. As the werewolf is running around the area chasing these lightning bugs, you see it just whack its face straight into a door as it just suddenly and randomly appears. The other two werewolves seem very surprised by this, but they just start cackling. Even in their wolf form, you can tell that they're laughing. And you hear giggling from, you can only assume to be the Fae. And once again, the door bursts into flower petals and then rains down upon the werewolf.
Just a moment.
Okay.
My keybinds are fixed. Well, being a highly trained individual, I'm not gonna laugh at this. But also means I'm probably gonna get pranked by a Fae if I decide to make any sudden movements, so from here on out, I'm gonna moving very calculatedly and carefully, and always looking behind me before I move so I don't run into a door and get seen.
right. Well,
I'm gonna keep watching over them in the same way that an arachnophobe keeps watching over a spider they see on the wall.
I understand. You're slowly moving away, but keeping a eye on them as you're moving away. Oh god, I feel that on a personal level. I feel like as if I'm being attacked. Alright. So would you be leaving the area, or would you continue to stand there and watch them?
I'm just gonna stand there and watch until they leave, pretty much.
Alright. After getting its face smacked by a door and having petals rain down upon it, the other two manage to get the other one to listen. You don't really understand what they're saying. If you don't know if they're speaking a language or if that's just like more of a werewolf language. You don't know. You don't know werewolves. Um, but eventually they do begin to leave.
I wish I had my D2 coin, because part of me wants to follow, but in character I wouldn't. First and foremost, however, I'm going to give it a short whistle to my Thunderbird. And if they hear it, they won't, because past that trace is magic.
Doesn't pass that trace. Does it affect sound?
Yeah, I matter it
Oh.
affects everything. It
Yeah, it
explicitly
does.
states it affects sight and sound, but I assume it's implied that it affects olfactory as well.
Yeah, I forgot. I've used that spell numerous times before with my characters. You'd think I would know what it does. But yeah, so yeah, you whistle, you give a short, curt whistle. The werewolves don't hear it, as you know you have cast a spell, so they're not going to hear you. The Thunderbird, however, does. Why did you post that? And it flies down to you and lands on a branch beside you.
Inconvenient timing, but I'm glad to see you nonetheless.
Just tilts its head to the side and just like blinks at you a few times.
Oh, you know what? Like I said, in for a penny, in for a pound. I'm gonna follow the werewolves, because I got past that a trace. And I'm ready to put my faith in the Destiny's dice hands.
So what?
The gift that was posted of the guy walking into a glass doorway. He obviously got hurt, but I hope he smashed his head and didn't get glass in his eyes, because if it's the latter, he's probably blind now.
Fair. All right. Remind me with the spell. Can they can see you if you go under line of sight, right? Or is it like a minor illusion thing where they can't even see you then?
No, I still need to. It's basically normal stealth rules. I still need to be I think the rule is you have to be heavily obscured, or they can't. Basically, you have to be heavily obscured to them. I could be out in the open if they're not looking at me.
Okay.
But I have a +10 bonus to stealth. I explained that in the worst way possible, but that's the long and short of it. I have a +10 bonus to stealth, but I still need to be stealth.
Okay, so with
and I can't be tracked.
Yeah. So with that, doesn't it have a +10 bonus on top of your modifier that already exists?
Yes. Also, I can't add to my Thunderbird. So if my Thunderbird decides to fly, as long as it's within 30 feet of me, it also gets a +10.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's such a good spell, man. It's such a good spell.
Quite excellent.
I'm surprised you have not used it more.
Haven't been many applications, if you really think about it.
Yeah, that's fair. Well,
I mean, I can
You-
if you really want it.
no, I was just surprised. I honestly didn't know that you had that spell prepared.
Sounds like you want plus 10 to perception and stealth.
No, I don't. I really don't. All right. Well, you continue to follow the werewolves. I don't know why. It seems that you want to be a junkie.
r/thalassophobia exists, and I go on it, so people do weird things without fear.
God. All right. You follow the werewolves. Shut the fuck up. You know what? JT's lost his speaking privileges. Everyone go home. All right. You follow the werewolf. Aww. I can still type weakling. Yeah, that's fair. You win this round. Make me another perception check, JT. Oh, I need to turn that off. That's not a good idea to have. All right. You have a 10 for perception.
Wait.
You messed it up, JT.
You can go now.
Okay. Okay. Good lord. All right. If my stuff would load, that would be great. Really would appreciate it. All right, you follow them through the woods. You are mostly confident that they're not going to see you, as you are behind them. There's not really a wind blowing, so they're not going to smell you. You're not making any noise, and if you were, you have cast your spell, so you're pretty much good at the moment. And your bird seems to be staying near you. They honestly just seem to be walking back to wherever it is that they came from, although you're not really sure where that is. You do know, though, that it is taking you farther from the town.
To be honest, I sort of want to see where they're from. Now it's not even like me being obvious features. I just sort of want to see where they live. Not like a creepy way. I just sort of want to know. I just want to be in the know about these things. I've come this far. They might have biscuits in their home.
JT. Are you okay? Who hurt you?
God hurt me.
I did no such thing. Man. Me, I'm totally prepared for this session. I have things planned for one of you guys. I'm gonna get rid of all of those.
You asked you think TDS again. Go to someone else.
No, it's fine. All right. Well, you continue following them. Honestly, they just seem to be going in a straight line. You do pass over a few streams. The terrain around you is not memorable. It's just they're just woods. You continue to follow them, and you realize that in the distance, you can see some form of light. And as you begin to get closer, you realize that there is a small encampment. I think that's the right word. You see a small camp with a fire in the middle. You see a few tents. And in this camp, you do see other werewolves ranging in size. You see small ones, like pups, like children, most likely under like around the ages of 6, 7, 8, and some younger than that, it looks like. You see some that the size of the ones that you're following, and then you also see larger ones. Each of them, they all seem to share color palettes. You see mostly browns, but you do see some lighter browns or some lighter reds. All of them seem to be around the same colors.
Well, despite his discipline, he's unable to suppress a fuck as he sees that. He continues to just watch for a little bit, keeping mental note of the location where it's in, which I don't have to do because I have a trait that allows me to find these sorts of things at will. Because I'm an Outlander. Yeah. Because Outlander is just the best background. And I don't like that, but it fit the character, so sue me.
Honest, all right.
I have an excellent memory for maps and geography, and I can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around me.
Pretty useful.
Give me a second.
I humbly request you go back to someone else, considering I've been at this for a while.
Fine. Alena.
Sorry about that.
You're good. I would say by this time you would have arrived back in town and are making your way back to the inn.
Yeah.
Roll perception.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no. I thought I was saying, oh, no. My God. My little
You know what?
If I had that 20, that would have been a 31.
I am aware. As it is, you have a 20 fucking 3.
Fucking expertise and 20 wisdom is so goddamn.
How the fuck do you have expertise when you guys are what, level 6, 7? What are you?
It's level 2 ability.
No, it's not. It's a feat. It's my feat, prodigy.
I'm just saying that it's a pretty low level ability. Rogues get it for free at level 2.
That is true.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Okay. I don't know why I ask you guys to do perception all the time. Most of the time when I do it, I don't have anything planned for you to see any fucking thing. So you know what? You just walk into town. You see some people that are still out and about, but there's nothing special going on. Most everyone is going to bed.
What do my elf eyes see? Nothing.
Why did you sniff? Alena needs to go home. She's drunk on poison.
She's definitely drunk on poison. Don't worry. Hey, look, it's fine. Werewolf abilities activate. She sees through her nose via smell.
I didn't realize you were a snake.
Not yet. We'll see. You'll see.
No, that's Darius and Kenneth.
See, like, it's the last snake bracelet. Glances. I feel like I'm gonna get mine with my bad luck, but anyway. But she's gonna kind of just look around, see that there's nothing really going on of interest, and she's gonna just, like, before going back to the inn, because as much as she knows she wants to just go and put her head down, she's like, I got time. Nothing bad's gonna happen, right? She's just gonna wander for a bit before Go
You're
on.
wandering the town, or are you going back to the inn?
Down.
Okay, you're wandering the town first.
Just wondering, I'm trying to just, see if that makes her less sick as well, but doesn't. But she's just testing out theories. And she's just gonna kind of spend some time by herself to reflect on the whole day with the whole stuff about, figuring out certain things with Brook, figuring out things with Boui, then the whole cryptid werewolves, and then talking to Darius, just that whole, just kind of reflecting on the whole day and just taking some time to just kind of just go, holy shit, kind of just, what a day.
I know how to make it worse.
Oh no.
I'm joking.
I know you could make it worse, that's
Alright.
Sophia's me.
Alright. You are walking around town. You are mostly alone. There are a few What the fuck is English? Wow, holy shit.
There are a few zombies. Got it.
No, not again. I don't want to do that again. It was a mistake the first time. Okay. Let me see if I can English.
English? What's that?
You are walking around town, mostly alone, since it looks like a majority of the people have all gone to bed or they're just inside somewhere. As you are walking, though, you get snapped out of your thoughts for a second as you hear a dog barking, and for a second, like, your head snaps up and you open your mouth to call out to Kolvar, and then you're like, oh wait.
Why would you do that? Oh god. Ow. My feelings, I can relate to that because I've done that. Oh god. I've done that with my pets. Oh no. Oh.
Hi.
Oh. Fuck. Okay, now I gotta remember how I responded to when I did this because I did this in real life with Dave. Well, after oh. Right.
Boom, depression.
Boom, clap, the sound of everything dying.
You can't do that.
Oh, yes, shit, oh, fuck, oh, shit.
Boom, clap, sound of DMCA coming to find my toes. What? I don't know what that sentence was.
DMCA come to clap my
We can all
cheeks.
sing the Dance of Italy because that song's no longer copyrighted. So it is illegal.
DMCA gonna come clap my cheeks later, but anyway.
Don't ever say that again. Oh my god.
Anyway.
Don't ever say that in front of me again.
No, she's just gonna just sigh, kind of just take a moment to kind of just be like, and just die on the inside for a moment before eventually just kind of just lean against like a fence or something, taking a moment to just look around and just make sure there's nothing, I guess, dangerous. Like, she heard those howls. Her, of course, assumption is they're werewolves. So she's just keeping an eye on there is no, like, as far as you can see in the town, no werewolves or anything of that nature.
You are leaning against the you're just leaning against the stone structure that's in the middle of town. You can see the end from where you are. However, you are still on one side of the town, so you still have to walk a bit to get there. And as you're leaning there, just looking around, just gathering your thoughts and everything, you hear a voice ask you if you're all right. And you look down, or to the side anyway, and you see little old Jules.
Oh no! Welp. She's going to glance over and just kind of look at this little old lady that just go, oh, yeah, I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
She looks at you a bit and she's like, "Are you sure? You seem a bit pale, sweetheart. Do you need any help?"
No, it's fine. This is normal.
Well, even if it is normal, I can offer you some tea to make you feel better. Maybe it'll make your nerves settle or whatever it is that's ailing you. I'm not doing the voice. I am not doing the voice. I'm sorry. I can't do it
It's
tonight.
okay. That's fine.
Do it.
No,
Pretend I'm doing the voice.
I appreciate the offer. I guess I'm just worried. But you just met me. I don't want to ail you with my troubles. I do that enough to
Oh,
the
I listen
group.
to people talk every day and all day. Hearing your troubles will not harm me in any way.
Well, thank you. It's just a lot piled on in this past year or so, and I don't know. It's just hard.
You know, I really dislike that I've made a really wise NPC because I am not.
I felt that. I play a really wise character and I'm not wise at all. I have 20 wisdom, but I realize I have the wisdom score of 6.
I have a wisdom score of 2.
And that's why I play a dumbass.
Shut up. You're muted. You can't talk.
You want me to start the echo?
Would you stop? Man, my laptop cord's all tangled up. Whatever.
But yeah, after saying, she's just gonna kind of just like lean back and put her head against the fence wall thing. Oh no, Peach is muted.
All right. Sorry. I was
Okay.
having a conversation with someone who was interrupting my mic. Anyway. All right. She just nods as you're talking and says, "I understand. I've had some bad years myself. Why don't you come sit with me for a bit and take a load off of your feet? You seem sick. Would you like some tea to help you?" And as she's talking, you see a little white rat crawl up on her shoulder and just it tilts your head and it's its little paws come up and rubs its nose and then just stares at you for a bit.
She says back at the little rat and gives a little smile. She goes, "Thank you, but I'm also kind of on the lookout."
Do you hear
I-
me?
No.
Okay, my goddamn stupid mic. She asked for what?
She just kind of looks back in the direction she came from. I worry. I heard howls earlier, and I have a bit of a fear of certain creatures that do that, and my companions are still out there. I don't know if he's okay or not.
Oh. Well, there is a family of werewolves that live in the area. However, I know all of them personally, and I can assure you that even if your friend did meet up with them right now, they would not be harmed.
Thanks, but I find it hard to believe things like that.
Can you? Is it because you are one yourself?
She takes a step back
I don't mean to alarm you, sweet dear. I am very old. I have seen many people, and however, it is rare for it to occur. You having your little eye thing where one of your eyes is normal and the other is not, I have seen it before, so I know what to look for. And it's alright. No one would believe a senile old lady anyway.
Yes. I know what can happen. I've seen what happens. I just can't trust other werewolves knowing what can happen.
She's nodding her head as she listens to you talk.
It's bad enough that I'm a danger to my own party, let alone others, but I would rather, if we do end up fighting werewolves, it's me who dies than them. At least nothing of value will be lost.
You feel a nice whack to the back of your head as her cane just comes up out of nowhere and like whaps you right in the back of the head. Not even being gentle, it's just like a nice good old smack.
Ow.
And then she grabs you by your ear and she says, "Now you stop that right now, young lady. You are still young and you have much to learn. Now you stop talking like that right now."
By the night house. Ow!
You'll be fine. I don't want to hear you talking like that again.
Okay. Understood. Ow! For an old lady, you should do back a punch.
Old, but I'm not weak. And she says that with a grin.
Yeah.
You can see her teeth.
Could definitely tell. Ow! Okay. That's gonna be a bruise in the morning.
She laughs at you a bit, and then she turns and she begins walking away. And she waves for you over her shoulder with her hand. Come along.
She just kind of just sighs in like a defeated sigh, and just. All right. I'll follow. Ow! Ow! I shouldn't touch it. I'll
Are
follow.
you good?
That's Alena.
Is that out in person?
Yes, that is.
Oh. Is it Alena or you or yes?
That's Alena.
Oh, okay.
She's like still like touching it, like when you shouldn't touch it, but you still keep touching it. You know it hurts. You're like, I want to keep touching it. Ow, that still hurts. Let me try again. Ow, that definitely still hurts. That's what she's kind of doing.
God.
You find a bruise that you don't know how you got it, so you just keep poking it, no matter how much it hurts.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, it's so in character.
God. Alright, you get back to her little house and I don't remember how I described it before. It looks like a little old shack, but when you get inside, it feels pretty cozy. The moment she steps inside, the little rat jumps off and begins scurrying around, and you watch it as it just keeps. Sorry, hang on. You watch as it scurries around the room, and it does like several different things. It throws some like mushrooms, or you think it's mushrooms, into a pot that's over a fire that it just ignites when she walks into the house. Does a few other things, but it's mainly what it's doing. She has you sit down at the table, and then after a moment she brings you over some tea and a little bag that looks like a water skin. And then she says, "Here, drink this. Your head will stop hurting."
She chuckles at the at the kindness and just takes, slow sips of the tea. She's not gonna like, yes, scald the tongue, but she's gonna take just slow little sips of the tea. And just kind of like look around and
Honestly, yeah. Yeah, Jules is basically like Grandma from Moana, honestly. That's her whole vibe. Man, I was gonna say something. What was it? I don't. Why must the brain just buffer like this? Okay. She watches you drink your tea for a few moments before giving a kind smile and saying that you shouldn't say things like that. I've seen you with your friends. They all seem to care about you deeply, especially the one that you're worried about at the moment. I don't think you need to be saying those things about yourself at all.
I doubt he cares. I doubt any of them. Well, Kenneth maybe. Brook definitely. Boui, I'm not sure. And Darius, I don't think he does. I just think he just listens to me just because I don't know.
Makes you think that they don't care, especially him.
Look at me.
I see a beautiful young lady.
I'm a werewolf. It's not
So?
some. Well, I mean, why would people want to care about a werewolf? Why? There's no reason to. There's just nothing there. Sure, there's a person, but at the end of the day, one mistake, anything can go wrong. And there's nothing left other than just something that terrible, just horrifying. Why would they want to care about something that could become their enemy?
I could become your enemy. My rat could become your enemy. Anyone can become anyone's enemy. Just because you're a werewolf does not mean that you can become someone's enemy. You have the tendency, or your kind has the tendency to become such things. You have a powerful curse, and many of you are not able to fight against it. But there are some that can and have and are currently doing so. You are proof of that. And I happen to know of a pretty significantly sized pack in Calamus that has almost complete control over their forms. You are not as big of a danger to yourself or others as you think you are. You just have not learned.
I don't know. As much as I want to believe that, even if I manage to return home, it's gonna be different. Margia doesn't exactly have the same mindset as most people here seem to.
Yes, the land without magic and common sense and human decency. Give me just a moment. And she stands up and she actually leaves her cane there, and you are like kind of confuses you for like a second because you're like, didn't you just get smacked with that? Even though she was using it to hold herself up. But she walks across the room completely okay without her cane. And she goes over to the fire after picking up some type of herb from that was hanging from the ceiling. You're not really sure what herb it is, as you're not able to get a good look of it, as it is pretty dark in the room. She throws it into the cauldron, and have you ever seen Narnia?
Yeah, I've seen all three a lot, don't worry.
Okay, so you know how in the first movie when Mr. Thomas is playing the flute for Lucy and you can see the figures dancing in the fire?
Yeah.
Okay, it's basically a scene like that happening. She puts the whatever herb it was into the cauldron, and immediately like it lets out this like greenish smoke, and you can see like it seems to work like maybe it's like some kind of scrying stone, or maybe it's just an illusion that she's making. You're not really sure, but you do see a group, like a pretty good group of people, in a camp. You see people who look human or humanoid, and then you also see people that are obviously werewolves, like walking around, some on all fours, some on two legs, and then you watch as some of them turn from their humanoid form into werewolves and werewolf form into humanoid. And this goes on for a minute before the smoke dissipates, and she comes back to sit at your table, this table with you. She doesn't say anything though. She just sits down and looks at you for a second.
She's just staring at the fire still, just kind of almost unblinking, unmoving, just kind of just staring. Before eventually kind of snapping herself out of it after maybe like 30 seconds of just staring. And just kind of looks over. What was that?
A trick I can do. It was not an illusion, I promise. There is a pack in Calamus who have control over their shifting abilities. They can turn into their werewolf form seemingly at will. They learn from a young age to do so. You are very young, and you were bitten at a young age. You still have the capabilities of learning from them if you're able to find them. You are strong for have fighting against your curse for as long as you have, and with the resources that you have, poisoning yourself to keep yourself from turning. It's the first time I've seen that, but unfortunately it seems to be working. Find these people, this pack. They will help you. You won't have to be afraid of yourself or your kind again.
She kind of like glances over and just kind of just does a very short but albeit shaky nod.
Now, I don't think you answered my question earlier. Why do you think your friend Darius hates you, or rather doesn't care about you?
I don't know. But since he found out, well, the first thing he told me was to go to hell. And he I know he doesn't hate me. He even told me that himself, but there's a difference between not hating somebody and not caring about somebody. And I don't know. I just don't think he wants to care. I'm not sure. He's not a bad person, not at all. I think somewhere there is a good person, and I think just like all of us, he's had some rough times, and unlike some of us, has hidden any goodness or any attempt to be good. No, I'm not wording this right. I don't know what happened, but I know I've seen him once after he looked like he was crying, so I know something must have happened. I don't know what. I don't want to pester him about it. And I saw the way he looked at Kolvar, and also he looked at myself after finding out. There's something there, but a part of me wants to ask, but the other part of me doesn't want to. I don't like prying. I don't like being a nuisance. I don't want to get into other people's business because I know it's annoying when people pester me about it, and I don't want to be hypocritical. I do what I can and always offer him someone to talk to, but I don't know if he wants to talk to me, at least. Nor that me
She
starting the conversation
smiles.
first. She just passes over.
Sorry, I thought you were done.
No, it's fine. That was literally the last thing, actually, so that was like perfect timing.
Okay. She smiles a bit and says, "It is my job to get into other people's business without them asking me to. So far, it's done me pretty well, I would say. No one's tried to kill me so far. Your friend will not hate you for prying. Honestly, I think he would welcome it. Sure, he might be a bit aggravated in the beginning. However, how do you feel at the moment? You don't know me. You have never met me before. However, you came into my home bearing some weight on your shoulders, did you not?
Yes.
How do you feel now?
Well, physically, still not well, but mentally, I guess, a little bit better.
Try. Talk to him. And come back to me once you do. I've already talked to your friend before. I look forward to seeing him again. We had a pretty good conversation last time I saw him.
I didn't even get your name.
My name is Jules.
Jules. Okay, I'll remember that.
Finish your tea. It will make your head feel better. And then you may go.
Do you need any help around here?
Oh no, I'm quite capable. And we both are. As she motions over to the rat, and you just see the rat doing like different jobs around the place, like picking things up, putting it away, things like that. The cane that she was holding onto earlier fell to the floor, and you see that it's the rat actually picked it up somehow and has leaned it against the wall, so it's not on the floor.
She just kind of just gives a kind of like a surprised look, just like, that's a new one. Before just going, hang on. Oh yeah, this is Calamus. I should be getting used to weird things like this happening compared to Magia.
I have a question. I'm having a brain fart. What the fuck did I name the rat?
Petunia.
Thank you. I kept wanting to call it the same thing as the cat.
Penelope.
And I knew it wasn't the same name. My brain's like, ooh, it's a P. It must be the same name.
It's a P. There's so many P's. But she just kind of like, I mean, just like, just calmly, drinks the tea before looking over towards Jules and just going, so, why here? Why are you doing what you do here of all places?
Where I live at the moment, every few years I'll move. People in this area just needed my help a bit more.
I'm surprised that you're, I don't say alive and kicking, that's not the right words, but as functional as you are at your age. I mean, the cane and then not being able to even use the cane and being able to hit me with some very nice force on the back of the head. I am very surprised.
Oh yeah. As you say that though, as you are drinking the tea, by the way, you do feel like the pain in the back of your head like going away.
God, I just realized this is pretty much just Rafiki hitting Simmer on the head again.
It literally is. I was like, oh hey, you know what I can do? Lion King references.
Bonk.
Remember who you are, Alena.
Oh, did you say Aluna?
I didn't. I know.
Oh god.
You have no proof of this.
Mhm. But she's going to just kind of, look around and she's gonna go, well, it's a good thing that you do. I don't know how many people will tell you that, but seeing that I just met you and yours seemed to already help, and I don't know what you did to Darius, and
Talked to him. Or rather, I made him talk.
I feel like she gives over a curious look but doesn't like say anything, but uh she just kind of goes, okay, give you credit, that is impressive.
Talk to him. Make him talk. Pry. Be firm, but considerate of his feelings. I can get away with it. I'm much older than everybody else. They must respect their elders, of course.
Yeah, my parents taught me that one, that's for sure. They also told
Talk
me
to him, and then once you do, return.
I will try.
What were you saying?
He just like chuckles and at the whole like, respect. She's like, yeah, I was told to respect my elders, but I was also told that respect is earned and not given. So I have mixed messages sometimes.
That's a good rule to learn to live by.
I respect everyone until they show me not to be that they don't deserve respect. That's why I'm so, I guess, merciful to people. At least I try to be, but it's hard to be merciful in a place where everything wants to kill me.
Sadly, you will find more places like that here.
But still, if I can give mercy to anyone or help anyone with my knowledge, I'll do so. I don't take it lightly taking a life. As much as I've done it recently, I still don't take it lightly. I just hide it from the group because they've seen me already panic from it more than once.
Taking a life is serious, and you are young. Let it affect you. I may not look it, but I have taken a few in my days. Those days are long gone, but you don't stop thinking about the ones who are no longer here, especially the ones that you caused. But as the old saying is, what is it again? Oh, I forget. Something about the strong survive, the weak don't, something like that. I don't really remember. However, I'm sure you know what I am trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
You're
So,
still here because you're strong, even though you are young. But even the strong must sometimes show their weakness, just like your friend. The stronger they are, the harder they grieve and they feel.
yeah, that is true. I thank you, Jules, again. You caught me on an interesting night, that's for sure.
I am nothing if not known for my dramatic entrances and exits.
Maybe if I find I've got the courage to actually talk to Darius, I'll ask him about how you two met.
She doesn't do anything except give a smile. Oh, when you leave, mind the door. My home seems to be visited by those fae a bit more commonly than others. They love to mess with me and Petunia.
Do you want me to tell them to leave you alone? I can do that.
Oh no, I enjoy the company. And if I wanted them to leave me alone, I could also tell them to leave me alone. But I enjoy their company. They're sweethearts.
Fair enough. I purposely don't mind them, but as somebody who's right now as sick as I am and as tired and drained as I am, it's not really the right time for Faye.
Well, thank you, Miss Alena, for giving me company even for a short while.
It was my
Finish
pleasure.
your tea and then head home.
She just kind of drinks the rest of it quickly. And she, stands up and has like, where do you want to put this?
No, just leave it there. We'll get it.
Oh, okay, thank you. And again, thank you, Jules. I'll try, but I cannot promise anything.
She just smiles and nods.
And she just gives another little warm smile and opens the door and leaves and gently closes the door behind her and just goes after leaving. And I just takes us like a moment to just be like, that just happened. Take a deep breath and head back to the inn before there's too much worry that she's been gone for too long.
Before another old lady appears out of nowhere and affects you.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh.
That's something you guys might find out at another point anyway.
Alright. I will say by now you return to the inn and you would find Kenneth sitting at a table writing in his book, if he was still writing in it anyway. You do find him sitting at a table though.
Kenneth looks up and spots her.
I'm gonna walk over as well because she's like, oh hey, friend. I have been emotionally
A normal friend.
I've been emotionally traumatized at the moment.
He gives her a gentle smile, as much as a beak could gently smile. How are you holding up tonight?
She just like point to her face, and again it's pale, flushed, looks like she's like been sick for almost like for weeks kind of thing. She goes, oh fine, just the usual.
At least it's the usual, not any worse.
Yeah, at least. She could just sit down next to Kenneth, whether it be on the table or I don't know, or on the bench, whatever they're sat at. And she's gonna sit down and just seen Darius arrive back, or is he still out there?
I haven't seen him yet. And then Boui and Brook are upstairs.
Okay, so he's not back. Okay.
So I'm guessing you ran into him then.
You could say that.
Haven't actually seen him all day since we got here. And hoping he's doing okay.
Seems to be. Though then again, it's
Okay.
Darius, so who knows? It's just.
How about this? Does he at least seem to be okay, as in not like his normal grumpiness?
I couldn't say. We had a chat and
He just gives.
just
Go ahead.
go on first.
No, he was just gonna give a small chuckle after what he said.
And she said, like, we had a chat and things seemed different, and I think I understand now why, but he seems okay. And then she's gonna like kind of glance out and then just gently like backhand Kenneth across the shoulder, just go, and don't say that.
Hey, look. After everything, when I say his general grumpiness, that's a compliment. Especially since I've seen his angry grumpiness.
Don't you remind me of that? I was there too. At least for some of it.
Exactly. I still feel that headbutt to this day.
I see we both now have head injuries. We can match.
What happened? Did you run into a door? 'Cause I
No,
ran into a
no,
door.
I haven't run into one door. I avoided all of them. I knew they were Fae the second I saw them, and thanks to me knowing Sylvan, I got them to leave me alone.
He's gonna lean in ever so gently. Okay. Please. Explain to one what they are, because I'm too scared to ask Brook.
Fae. I'm not sure exactly what they are, because there's many different types of Fae, but they're small, little creatures, usually from the Feywild, but usually like to inhabit forested areas, or areas of that which match their home in the Feywild. They like to play pranks on people, just never give them your name. Most of the time they're harmless, but you don't want to mess with the Sealy Court. That is where the main archfaiths live, and the Sealy Court is a dangerous business.
So, long story short, they're just complicated little tiny things. Got it.
Not just tiny. They can be many different sizes. It's just the ones right now seem to be very small. Things like probably maybe along the pig lines of pixies or something along those kind of lines, but I'm not sure. But still, just don't mess with the
Okay.
Fae. Don't annoy them. Don't give them your name. Don't do anything that might get you on their bad side, because you will regret it. The Fae are merciless. They will.
Look, I already regret a lot of things. I don't want to add to it.
Yeah, especially the Fae. You think demons and devils are bad enough from what you read? No, the Fae can be worse. The Fae can be worse than a devil's contract from some things I've read.
After everything I've been through, honestly, I wouldn't be able to know one way or another. So wait, if it wasn't a door that hit you, that you ran into, what hit your head?
She just kind of looks to the side, just goes, a cane.
Okay, why did a cane hit you?
Let's just say I said some very self-depreciating things around a very strong old lady who didn't like that.
That makes a lot more sense now. Okay. Yeah, never mess with old ladies.
Yeah, learned that lesson.
Out of anything in my experience, especially in the orphanages, never mess with old ladies.
or caring priests. I've learned that one.
See, I knew not to go with the church. It's just whenever people find an abandoned egg, you always end up in an orphanage. And I'm guessing after so many times, it's just become a habit where it's like as soon as I start thinking, leave that place and never look back.
Now I think about it. If I had a gold piece for every time I've been kind of taken in or killed, so quote unquote kidnapped by an old lady, I'd have 2 gold coins. Which is weird, that's happened twice.
I just remember I did that saying with Kenneth at one point, but I don't remember what he said. Yeah. Old ladies are not to be messed with.
No.
I swear to God, this party is full of nothing but fucking meme lords.
I'm a dumbass, not a meme lord. It just happens.
You're a meme lord. Don't fucking deny
I'm
it.
a meme lord. Kenneth's not a meme lord.
He makes the memes that become the meme lord. But anyway,
yes.
One true meme lord.
Continue.
She's gonna just
Oh,
jokingly chuckle and just go, yeah. This is the second time an old lady's taken me in to have a conversation, though the first time was at a temple, and that's where I pretty much became a healer at a temple.
At least something good came out of it.
For a few weeks, yeah.
Meanwhile, I think of every old lady that ever took me in, I think I gained like a scar of 3, and he just crosses his eyes to look at his beak.
Ah. I see.
Old ladies and kids, they're very vicious.
And then you just got the middle-aged group that just it's a hit or miss, but
with Darius, it's definitely hit.
I don't know. I don't think so. Not all the time.
Because because he likes you slightly more than me, I think. He's never hit you once. I think I have at least a tally of 2.
You're an adult. I'm a child. I think if I was an adult, he may have hit me, but I think he has more morals than that to not hit a child.
Yes, I may supposedly mentally be an adult with my kind, if you could even call me one of my kind. But I'm still practically the same age as you. If anything, barely taller.
No, actually, I think I'm taller than you now. Hang on. And she goes, stand up and stand next. Hang on, stand up, Kenneth. I need to see if I'm taller than you now.
He sighs, stands up, pushes in his chair, and just looks at her.
Selena's now 5'4.5".
And he's just gonna look at her for like a couple seconds, just ever so slightly looking up, before just sighing again and just going back to sitting down. And I'm the oldest of this group.
I thought you were just gonna leave.
Just leave.
I'm like, he's gonna leave.
No, I'm going to leave. He is going to sit down and sigh.
Alena chuckles and just goes,
Here,
you can...
Peach, come over here so I can leave. I need you to stand next to me.
No.
But
no, she,
I am sitting on my couch. I'm not moving.
She just, chuckles and just goes, well, I'm still growing, so I don't know how much more I'll grow, but we'll see.
She's telling you you're short as fuck.
For a Kenku, he's not
you know
short.
What? You know what? After all I've been through today, I don't think I've cleared this much in like a month.
Hey, it's something. Sometimes all we need is a good laugh.
Yeah. But to know that I'm practically older than you, but knowing how much smarter you are compared to me is something completely crazy. Also, speaking of which, while I still remember, so he's gonna look around and make sure that the gnome and goblin are gone.
The Nobe?
The gnome and goblin.
The
Gnome and
gnome!
goblin.
He emerges from the darkness only to me.
And I'm the meme, you say.
Oh, all of us are memes. Oh my god. The
He looks
meme.
around to make sure that the 2 shorties with one that's made out of stone is gone. 'Cause I'm pretty sure goblins are short.
Oh my chat. The gnome and the goblin are not there anymore.
The noob. You know what? There's no such thing as a gnome anymore. It's just a noob.
If you calling a gnome that, they will kill you.
Good to know.
It's because I'm short enough. It's accurate.
They'll kill you.
Good to know.
You know what? Go ahead.
They'll cut off your knees and they won't be able to do anything else.
Good to know.
Did you just say good to know?
It's worse if you just call him a nub.
You know what? You know what? That's what you get. You've lost speaking privileges.
Good.
Gained
Wow, Lois, I can't believe you muted Jess.
You gained them back.
Anyway.
Oh my god.
Anyway, yeah, is the gnome and the goblin still around for Kenneth?
I said no.
Okay, I didn't hear that because I think I was really laughing over the gnome shit. I didn't think I heard that. Sorry.
So he... Go ahead. Okay. So he's gonna look around and be like, Also, I know about this in, like, another town that these people were looking into. Hello?
Mhm.
Okay. Sorry, it was quiet. I wanted to
Yeah.
make sure
Oh
Discord
yeah.
wasn't
Oh
doing
yeah.
the thing.
Alena's listening. She's listening.
Okay. So, these two guys over at one of the other tables were talking about possibly going to do this robbery at this. It's this one of those. Apparently, it's one of the towns that we're going to pass after we go to the mountains because I've seen it on maps before. It's a very wealthy area. Part of me's curious to know, like, what exactly is there. I might have to look more into it, but I just thought it'd be an interesting topic to mention.
Well,
Especially since I kind of remember what they look like.
yes. Well, before we make any hasty decisions to get out of here, because I kind of want to stay a little bit, but
Oh no, same. I just wanted to say, if you hear anybody talking about farming or carrots, come and tell me.
you need to teach me some of that stuff because I'm curious about that.
I have all night.
I do too. I don't know if I don't plan on sleeping until I know Darius is safe because when we parted ways, I did hear howling and well,
Screaming.
and screaming. So it's probably maybe screamers
If-
and werewolves or wolves. I'm not sure, but I don't really want to go to bed till I know he's okay.
Well, I've technically am waiting for him to come anyway to make sure both of you guys are okay. So, I mean, I could teach you a bit while we wait.
Yeah, but I'll appreciate that actually. But before we ever leave as well, there is some things I do want to check out. When we were talking to
What's up?
Ermund earlier, he mentioned the centaurs. There was a herd of centaurs. I don't know if you were there. That we should go and talk to because they might know. They match the description of the centaur that we fought. At least, for the most part, they match the description. They didn't have the same like eye coloration or almost undead look, I guess you could say. But I want to go talk to them.
Honestly, I think that's a good idea. Especially since after that one pretty much just turned to dust, I definitely have some questions about it. Especially after hearing Zahor's voice. So I want to look into that too.
And especially what Brook told us about that woman telling us that there was more of them.
Honestly, I don't know if I trust her or not, but then again, my own morals are something we should not really discuss.
I mean, we know this. We know there's more of them. Maybe not the centaur in particular, but more things like that. I mean, we heard Ermund tell us about the werewolf, so we know that this is something that's affecting probably multiple wildlife. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it's going to function. I'm not sure if it's a disease or if it's a curse or hereditary. I'm not sure. So
all I know is if we plan on possibly going near them anymore, we need to make sure we have like some fire resistant things, especially after most of us got lit on fire that last time.
Well, the centaur are apparently not the same as the one we fought. Apparently that was a special, unique, I guess, corrupted case. This is different.
I still don't want to be lit on fire.
Neither do I. Maybe I'll be able to think of something. If I can take a look around town where I'm feeling a bit better, I might be able to find the ingredients I need to make something that might help with resistance, but I'm not sure. Or at least soothe burning sensations after we get burnt alive. So.
Yeah.
But yeah. I can definitely try and look into that, and there's also the fact that Lake Point's obviously a place of interest right now. People are going missing there, and I don't think that's something we should sleep on.
Well, I don't sleep, so yeah, we should go look.
Figuratively.
He's clearly just like he's clearly just making like a slight like joke just to kind of lighten the mood during this conversation.
Still.
But yeah, with our track record, that's probably something we should do. Especially since going to a bunch of different libraries, even though I'm practically finding the same thing, I'm getting slightly different things in each book, so That's never expected to be reading this much.
Welcome to my world when I was back at home. Being homeschooled every day for 5 days a week was something.
At least you were schooled.
My parents would not have me schooled. They would rather I actually had intelligence, especially living in the place I did.
I don't even think I have parents at this point of time. So I guess it's a
doubt.
bonus.
I mean, yeah, I doubt. I mean, Kenku, lifespan, yeah, probably been a good while.
No, I'm still figuring out the whole. Okay, I know it comes from an egg. Does it just like randomly appear? Like, no, that's what I mean. Like, do I actually have a parent and then just get ditched, or the person dies, or do I just appear? That's something I can never get notes on.
I don't know. I mean, you probably still technically have parents. I mean, you had to come from someone. You probably still are related to whoever they were. If they were alive, but I'm not sure. I mean, just take a second, just kind of think. So you're definitely related, but I imagine it's almost like. Let me think a second. Probably maybe when you're brought back, maybe he has to reverse life back to a stage where you are unable to be, well, you were not damaged at any state in time. Plus, I guess just bringing you back how you were would be a little bit harder because you would have injuries and probably other factors like aging factors would probably be apparent maybe. Plus, it's easier to maybe hide you as an. I don't know. I'm trying to put logic into this.
Trust me, Alena, it's not gonna help you any. I've been trying to figure this out for a while. Especially when I hit adolescence. Trust me, just like I know I came from an egg. I had shell pieces with me that I made sure that I kept when I was younger. But it's weird. Anyway, so need to go to island. From island, we head to mountains, and then from mountains, we head to possibly West Gulch, which is Rich Town, just to make sure, like, I know the guys who plan on robbing the place, so maybe we either get there after they do it and find them and get paid, or just stop it in general, or maybe even join them if they're technically on the good side.
Okay, I'm confused. You said island. What are you talking about?
I forgot what it's called.
Lake Point, the island on the lake in Lake Point.
Oh, okay, yeah, Lake Point.
Lake
I forgot
Point.
that existed.
But yeah, so we're going to Lake Point, mountains, West Gulch. At least that's the main three city, or not city, but main landmark locations we plan to go to. I'm not
and
good
then I
with
know
maps.
Boui wants to find where Leonidas's person is.
Oh yeah, that conversation. Okay, yeah, I remember now. Yeah, so that's 4 places. There's at least 4 places we have to on the road stop at.
And it's putting us inland, so that's a cool thing.
However, I'm not sure how the roads would be. Probably that's someone else who can read maps better than I can. I mean, even if we don't have the map with us right now, I'm just trying to go off memory. Maybe Darius might know. Brook as well, and Boui are probably better reading maps than us two. I'm smart.
Hey, I'm figuring
smart.
out at least where to pinpoint things slowly.
Okay, at least I know that much. So it's 4 locations. So we go 4 landmarks. We'll go to those locations. Maybe get answers. Well, answers for the most part. Answers from 3, and then Leonidas will just give. Well, Leonidas, but Leonidas' friend will let Boui and those 2 reunite for a little bit.
See, at least you're saying we're gonna find answers. I'm hoping we're gonna find answers, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't really have much faith in it.
Hey, I mean, I'm a bit of an optimist for the most part, so I mean, the more we go inland, the more likely the fact that's me. Because I mean, to be fair, the closer we were to the coast, back that direction towards Mistkeep and such, we were, well, a lot closer to Magian people and the military outposts and things like that. Like, there was gonna be less information the closer we were to ports and cities, but the more we go inland, where the more safer it is, where probably the more of the natives might actually live, it might be a bit easier to find information. After all, I
I'm
doubt
hoping.
I doubt they want the information of their own people on the coast easy to accessible, but probably their biggest enemies.
You have a point with that. Also, Alena, I know you haven't really traveled too much, but have you ever met an Arakocra by any chance?
Once, in the temple. And
Yes, you have.
yeah, and also in her back in the temple, where she was a healer. Yeah, in the temple as well when I was a healer. I had to help
Could I
one.
pass as a wingless one?
Just like kind of like look up and down, kind of blink. Maybe be very hard. You have to hope and be very good at it, but you do have slightly different distinct features. But then again, Aarakocras do come in all different shapes and sizes. But Kenku's also rather recognizable, so to be fair, you do have blue feathers, a very dark blue feather, so you might be able to pass off as maybe a weird crossbreed. Like, the most I think you'd be able to pass off is maybe a cross. But a purebred Aarakocra, a wingless one, no, but maybe, yeah, crossbreed might be the best thing I could suggest.
Because Brook, Boui, and we were all like talking, because since I was kind of found out a bit earlier today, we're thinking maybe come up with a story about how like I lost my wings as an Aarakocra, and hopefully have that be a cover for my apparently mimic not being the same as other Kenkus.
She just nods and goes, "All right, well, we'll figure it out. Anyway, we should probably just spend our time until Darius gets back, just you teaching me about whatever you do."
Oh, you mean cantrips? Not cantrips, these can't?
Sure, I might as well learn something I like learning. So, you know,
Okay, phrase.
that was perfect timing. That's why I get.
I'm going to bed. Good night. No, I'm joking. I'm going to bed. No.
End of stream.
Yeah, end of stream right now. Good night, chat. I'm going to bed. Darius, what are you doing? What have you done?
Stalking and rolling.
You've been thinking about this, haven't you?
Werewolves, I'm strolling.
No, I haven't. I got sidetracked.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm gonna keep mental note of their mannerisms and their behaviors, and just watching again with the horrified fascination of a very scared man being controlled by a very not scared person.
Honestly, they all just seem to be having fun. You see the pups playing, like play fighting as they would normally. You can tell some that seem like they're probably teenagers when they're in their humanoid forms. They're just lazing around, talking in their language. You're not really sure what it is. You see some adults they're doing things. You see some adults in their werewolf forms. They're just being, some are cooking. Like, Lois, you're a werewolf expert. Are they able to function normally?
I mean, they still have hands. It's just the fact that they have. They're not. they're not like wolves. They do have normal hands
Yeah.
and thumbs, so they can function normally. They can still pick things up
Okay,
like a person.
Okay, that's what I thought. I didn't want to say something and be like, "Wait, can they do that?" That
Yeah.
seems a little weird.
They
Okay,
have
yeah.
hands.
Yeah, you just it's like they are don't even realize they're in their werewolf forms. They're acting as if they're still in their humanoid forms. They're the adults are cooking. You can see some probably some of the elders. You can tell because they look a little bit more gray than the others. Sitting around by the fire doing whatever elders do. The younger ones are play fighting. The teenager-sized ones are just talking. They look like a normal camp who just happen to be werewolves.
Well, after I've had my fill of evil, after I hit tier 3, I think I've had to stop. I'm weak. I inhaled so much dust at work and it's probably still lurking in my lungs.
While JT went up to tier 3 and then just died.
That's my tier 3 noise.
Coughing.
I'm the clown.
Oh god, oh no.
Well, after I've had my fill of evil, I'm gonna leave.
Did you say you're gonna leave or you're gonna believe?
I believe in Spider-Man.
What?
I believe in Spider-Man. I'm gonna start returning to town.
I'm sorry, but I heard JT say I believe in Spider-Man, and then I hear my brother playing Left 4 Dead just yelling, "No, don't!"
JT, I'm having an actual fucking brain fart. Are you leaving and going back to town? Is that what you said?
Who knows?
God damn. JT, please.
Perhaps a few magical items can convince me to be a little bit more clear.
No, you have enough. If you want, I can take your scrying stone in exchange for something else.
You could take away my servant.
No, it's stuck on you. I'm sorry.
You give me a hacksaw.
No.
I'm gonna return back to town.
Okay. Well, it doesn't take you long. It's actually pretty easy for you. You're a nature type guy. You know where you're going, and you have your bird with you, so you don't get lost. You make it back to town pretty easily.
Of course I do. I'm going back to the inn that I've never been.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You go inside
the inn.
All right, you go inside the inn and you see Alena and Hoot sitting at a table. They're talking about carrots.
You know, I could just tell you guys a really stupid Welsh fact, but I'm not going to.
Do you know carrots are good for your eyes?
I'm gonna
You know what?
murder you in your sleep.
You can put all the carrots you want in your eyes. I'm going to
commit dead.
But who's the one that's gonna die? I'm gonna go find the Noban Goblin barkeeper, and I'm gonna get a room because I'm not aware if I have one or not.
Yes, just avoid the party members. You might have the answer.
Oh, look, it's like I've done the same thing.
Exactly.
Wait, didn't Brooke tell him that we have a room?
I think I left the party
Yeah, Darius doesn't
immediately
know.
to go look around town, and in a series of unfortunate events later.
Oh, right, it was Alena that I was talking about. I forgot. Yeah, Darius has been. God dang it.
This is the first time we've seen him in this entire visit.
It's not my fault. Blame Peach. Peach just wanted to give me an emotional breakdown and made
What are you
Darius suffer
talking
too.
about? I did no such thing. It was Jules, not me.
For once, I wasn't being angsty. It was Peach's fault.
You know what? That's fair. Don't worry, you'll get more. All right, you go up to Mr. Goblin Man, who was actually standing there at the desk, and you just see him like counting each gold coin one by one. You see his little pot next to him on a separate stool, and he's stacking it up on the floor one piece by a piece. And you just see like several towers of gold pieces. He's like 257, 258.
I'm not
he
gonna go near him
stops.
because I know how awful it is when you're counting and someone's like, "Hey, person, talk to me!" And take an inventory.
God, every time I'm trying to count the kids at work.
Get used to it.
Oh, I know.
The Welsh carrot. The Welsh word for carrot is moron. Jessica, you're a carrot.
Yeah, but it takes a carrot to know a carrot.
I thought you're fruits, not vegetables.
No, I think he meant that you say the word carrot as moron, not moron as carrot.
Exactly that. The Welsh word for carrot is moron, so you could go, "Hey, you moron," and you could be calling them a carrot in Welsh.
You know what?
It's an insult either way.
Either way, it works. Everyone on this call is a carrot.
Including
Thanks
the
for
bot.
noticing.
Man, counting the kids at work. What? Anyway, what is Darius doing after he decides not to interrupt the counting goblin?
Oh, I'm gonna wait. I'm an adult. I have patience.
He's like 300. He's at 300. You still see like he has a lot more to go in this pot. It's full. Are you sure you want to wait?
I'm gonna wait for him to get to a milestone like 350, and then I'm gonna tap on the desk lightly and memorize where he was at. So if he forgets and loses count, I can tell him where he was.
You know JT works at retail.
I used to work at a concession stand, and taking inventory was just my least favorite job.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather deal with Karens than take inventory, if I gotta be honest.
Okay, well, you decide to be polite and you wait. Hang on, give me a second. You decide to be polite and wait, and you wait until he gets to 350. Go ahead.
Oh, we're starting? I thought you were gonna narrate more. He said, "You were polite and start, or you were."
Okay, do you want
Pardon
me to? He looks up.
Noban Goblin.
You know, I never meant to start the nob thing, because I honestly just missaid a word. But if this keeps going, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna kill.
It's gonna keep going.
You know what? Usually, Kit's the one that makes me want to kill myself, but tonight it's not Kit.
I win.
Wait, is it me or is it Justin?
It's
Sorry,
all of you except for Kit and Burb.
Wow, that's a rare mix.
I know.
I
All
can
of
count
you.
it real quick.
How many times do I have to say Noban Goblin before I get first place?
Just one more.
Noban Goblin.
Oh my fucking! I know.
Noban
I'm leaving.
Goblin.
Yes.
We win!
Hey guys,
We
we won.
win.
No, I win.
JT is the true victorious one.
That's fucking it. The stream's over. Everyone go the fuck to bed. It's Monday. JT, you have work tomorrow. Go the fuck
I
to
don't.
bed. Okay. He looks up from counting his gold. He's like, he looks a little bit annoyed for a second, but you see him like counting on his fingers really quick, like he's trying to memorize where he's at. And then he's like really quickly, yes, how can I help you?
Pardon me. But you ever seen a certain few other people check in today? A Wataganasi, a Kenku, and a Tabaxi.
Fish and the cat. Yes, they're upstairs. I remember them. They were walking up the stairs earlier. Your bird friend's over there.
Would you kindly inform me how many rooms they got in which I'm traveling with them, not a stalker. Well, not stalking them.
I'm glad you had to feel the need to make that known that you're not stalking.
He's not a stalker. Well,
Well,
not
they
to them.
probably businesses have privacy policies where they can't divulge information about their employees. Maybe that goes for the same for
You the fact that you have to say I'm not stalking them means you're stalking them.
I am asking my friends who've gotten rings. I am very proud of the times I've stalked people, and this is not the time I've stalked people. I'm playing like plus 11 to perception D chess here, and you guys are playing. You're playing marbles. You're playing tic-tac-toe. Your brains can't even come close to comprehending the amount of intelligence I have in my mind.
God, I forgot how much we fucking meme during these sessions.
God damn.
If it hurts to laugh, then
It hurts because I did 1,000 crunches yesterday. Screw you.
weak.
Okay. He just nods and says, yes, they bought 2 rooms. The one, you go up the stairs, you have the first door on the left and the first door on the right.
Well, in that case, I'd like to buy my own room. I don't like sleeping with others. How much will it be for the smallest room you can find?
Smallest room we can find. He thinks for a moment and he goes and looks through his book and after a moment he's like, well, all of our rooms are fairly the same size, but I think I have one that only has one bed. It's being redecorated and a little bit constructed. We had an accident in there a few months ago. So there is only one bed. There's some damage. So it may be a bit drafty. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay. Since it is being remodeled and fixed, I will just think for a moment. 1 copper piece is fine.
I'm gonna slide 5 coppers over the counter.
What are you giving him?
5 copper.
Okay.
Go ahead and keep it. Little tip in case something else happens while I'm there.
Oh, thank you. You wouldn't happen to know what number I left off, would you?
350.
Ah, yes, thank you. And you see him take one of his nails and write it into the wood of his desk. Is that all that you need help with?
Yes, it is. Have a good evening. Open goblin.
I'm gonna fucking kill all of you. The first ones to die is Darius, then Kenneth.
Hey!
You fool, I'm looking
you guys
forward to
know I
playing my
said
backup
no.
character.
I killed them too.
I love backup
He has 40
character.
alternate characters.
I'll kill all of your characters.
Do you know how many characters I have and how many I want to play?
Yeah, probably the same as me.
No, I think I have more. Did you say like
Are
20
you
at what? Did you say you had like 20 at one point?
No, I have more than 20.
Ooh, how many?
I have like 80 or 90.
The one with
80?
20 is me.
Nice. I only have like 40 of all systems
I
put together.
have like 80
Not even just
characters.
D&D.
Same. same. I have like 80 characters that are like D&D. The rest, I have countless that are not D&D. I don't even know how to
Yeah, we
keep
don't-
track of them.
Well, we don't count characters that are not D&D. Otherwise, I think I could outdo both of you.
I've been writing fanfiction since I was 7 years old. I have you beat.
Oh, no, I don't write fanfiction. I have
Anyways, I can hear Lois even though she's typing. All right. Are you going to go to your room for the night, or are you going to go see what the bird is doing with Alena?
Are you going to actually eat something for the day?
Yeah, you're not eating. Oh,
I
sorry,
have
he.
food
Sorry,
on my
he.
body.
You have food on your body?
God gave me fat for a reason, so that I can have a meal wherever I go.
I don't.
It's just going to hurt a little bit.
Oh, just get the hot knife. It'll be fine. God. All right, so you're gonna head up to your room, JT?
Yeah, I'm gonna wish the others a good night first, though.
Okay. I'll let you guys act that out.
Alright, you too. Have a good evening. I'm going to bed.
Get some good
Oh.
rest.
Yeah, haven't seen you all day, so let us know what happened tomorrow.
I went to the woods, and that's about it.
There's woods around here.
I'm not gonna go that far.
Anyway, yeah, we found out some information about locations and whatnot for us to probably head to in a few days.
Kenneth doesn't speak. Oh,
Would
go
you
on.
kindly repeat that?
I said, we found out some locations to probably head to in a few days, so we could talk about that tomorrow.
Sounds good.
I got a question for Jess. Does Kenneth speak Elvish? Does he?
I don't think so.
I don't
He
think so.
speaks.
You don't.
No, it's Elvish, I think.
Sylvan, and yeah, you don't speak Elvish.
Yeah, I don't speak Elvish.
Okay, because I know Alena knows, so she's just gonna say in Elvish because I think once she's at least said Darius speak in Elvish. She's gonna just go over and just say in Elvish so Kenneth isn't here and just go. I kind of know what happened. I met Jules as well today, coming back, but I'll talk to you about that later.
Replying in Elvish, Darius will say, "Nothing happened. I wouldn't worry about it."
Mm-hmm. Just give her a concerned look, but not say
Kenneth
anything
is
in
just
reply.
looking back and forth between the two of them, extremely confused, but not saying anything.
But and going back to Common, she'll just say just have a good night and take care of yourself, and hopefully everything went all right after we parted.
I assure you, nothing happened. Good night.
Night?
She goes past to Kenneth and just goes, "Don't ask."
I wasn't going to.
Good.
I learned that the hard way multiple times. So anyway, no, the farm is down the road to the left. Are you joining me to pick carrots?
Yeah, about the harvest around about 6 o'clock.
Did you bring the shovel?
I got the rake instead.
Okay, because I usually keep a couple shovels there in the shed out back, so at 6 o'clock, the harvest, we shall take the shovels and the rake and see how many carrots there are, but we gotta watch out because I know there's some rotten ones, especially around the third or fourth patch of vegetables.
Got it. I'll meet you at the harvest at the shed.
You get the harvest at the shed.
I know exactly what the two of you are saying, and I still fucking hate it.
I'm a rogue and this is giving me cancer.
No, we're just common farmers.
Yeah, exactly.
Would like to speak in hoot while also looking for carrots?
Fucking do not.
Wait,
I will have a fucking aneurysm, and this campaign will end.
Fine, Peach, fine. We won't go looking for buttons while avoiding cotton candy and fairy floss.
I will fucking end you. They can't know our secret.
What secret? We're just shopping for buttons.
And cotton candy and whatever the fucking other thing is that you like.
Fairy floss.
Fairy floss.
Yeah, that's the word.
Hey, at least we're not French and call it Daddy's beard.
Fucking excuse me?
Yes.
What?
So you got fairy floss, dragon's beard, cotton candy, and then the French apparently call it Daddy's beard.
Anyway.
Anyway.
I am concerned. Why is there thieves' cant happening in real life?
I am concerned but interested.
Yeah, Jessica and I have thieves' camp for real life when we're out in public.
I want to taste
will never let you crack our code.
I want to taste some Daddy's beard. I'm gonna kill myself.
You know what, Lois? You've lost talking privileges.
I know.
No.
How is it everyone but me pissed Peach off today?
They didn't piss me off. They're just making me lose my will to live more and more.
No,
I
can
told I
go.
live with Peach, so it doesn't take much for me to piss her off.
Anyway, but after probably maybe like 20 more minutes of just practicing, she'll just kind of just look down and just kind of go, Kenneth, as much as I want to stay, it's a full moon, and there's and as I said your name then, jokingly, just kind of like just rubbing, because forgive me, I'm kind of mentally drained today, but Darius and Boo deserve a break from me having nightmares, so I'm gonna, as much as I hate, I'm gonna head back out to that clearing in the forest and go back to sleep there.
Can you at least tell me where it is in case we need to look for you in case of an emergency? Because trust me, you know us. It could happen at any time.
Darius knows what it is.
Okay. But you did really good with learning. Surprisingly picking it up faster than I was expecting.
I was told there's a reason why I know, hang on, let me just count on my fingers, because I actually need to remember. There's a reason why I know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hang on, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 languages already.
I know, I think 3? I don't know. It's like repeat words in any language, I just don't know what they are.
That's dangerous territory. Don't repeat languages don't repeat words in languages you don't know, because you don't know what you could be saying to someone.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Good.
Oh. Well, we don't talk about that. I don't remember a lot of it, but I've seen it in my book a few times, and so yeah, I could tell.
Just keep an eye on
the
3 of them. Well, 4. Well, yeah, 3 of them. I'll be fine. I'll be fine on my own. You know that.
I'll be here. Also, before you leave, go try and get something to eat. I think there's rations in the cart. Just keep it on you, is all I'm saying. You don't have to eat it, just keep it on you.
Yeah, because I can't eat right now. If I eat right now, I'll probably throw up. I have to give time for the potion to wear away.
There might also be bread up in our room if you just want to take some bread.
It's fine. I'll just... My bag's on the car. I'll just grab my bag with my bedroll and just disappear into and go into that clearing again.
Okay. If you need anything, the bird's nest is here. The bird could fly away.
I'll be as quick as the crow can fly over.
Go fly, little bird.
She just chuckles.
Chuckle after that and just smile.
She chuckles as well and just gives like a small nod and a wave before pushing in the chair behind her and leaving towards to the cart. And when she gets to the cart, if nothing happens on the way, she'll grab her bag with her bedroll and some of the her usual bag and just go into that clearing again and just settle down for the night.
And when she leaves, he just gives a 2-finger wave for her to leave, and he just stays at the table for the night. Keep track of who in the party stays at the end and not.
Everyone died. The end. But no.
Yeah, I was about to say, did my Discord act up? No, everybody's just quiet.
I mean, as well in the also, go on.
Oof.
I think
So
we're
God
going
of
to
Holy
session there.
There we go.
Alrighty.
Sounds good.
Kit, Burb, I'm sorry that you guys didn't get to interact a lot this session.
Fine.
It's not fine because the coffee just started kicking up, okay?
Oh no!
To Electric Boogaloo. Everybody, let's go back to page 1.
Quickly, I'll just
we can play again.
stop the stream and restart again. Let's do this. Let's go.
Let's do this.
Nah, probably half
Welcome
the
back,
pack.
everybody, to episode 1 of Calamus.
No.
Oh
No.
God! I
fucking refuse.
I do not want to play a stuttering little child again. Good God, no.
Yeah, we're gonna ignore the fountain again.
Fountain PTSD. And there goes Peach.
The rip Peach.
Hey, Kit's the only one who hasn't made Peach want to die yet. Hey.
Yay.
I'm impressed.
Nice.
But it happens literally every other episode, so I feel like this is like my break from being the culprit of this. So like, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You guys got to take over for today.